business. And then it was really weird because we were drinking coffee and we realised we'd both done documentaries on Syria.
Yeah, that's right. And then I got talking about the chemical weapons documentary that I had made.
Mike started telling me about this one film he'd made over a decade ago. It was about chemical weapons, the militaries who'd used them, and the victims who'd suffered devastating consequences. And as he was running through the story, he mentioned one of the people featured in the documentary, just in passing.
What was interesting was this guy had been on the run for 20 odd years. He was on Interpol's red list of international criminals.
Mike was interested in him because he'd admitted to selling massive amounts of illegal chemicals in the 1980s. Chemicals that could be used to make nightmarish weapons that fill the air with poison, killing men, women and children indiscriminately. This man only appeared in the film for a few minutes, and to be honest, Mike had moved on. But I was hooked. This guy had confessed his crimes, but somehow he seemed to have gotten away with it. Suddenly, he was all I wanted to know about. So I made Mike tell me everything he knew. The man's name was Peter Valaschek. Mike had tracked him down to a city in Germany, and his brief appearance in the film is a memorable one.
We went out there, me and my cameraman, Anthony, and laid siege to his house from 5 in the morning. Then about 8 o'clock in the morning, this old guy with glasses, who we recognised from the dusty old photo, came out with his 2 big dogs, put the dogs in his car, got in the car. I said, "Dan, let's go."
In the footage, you can see Mike walk up to the man who has this kind of comically dyed black hair and a gold chain. And although he's an older guy, he's still quite imposing. Mike starts very politely asking questions.
Do you know how long time it is? No.
Oh, I'd just like you to tell your story.
Schlage ich dir das Ding aus der Hand. Aber ganz schnell weg.
Peter Valaschek thrusts his shoulders back and starts to almost square up to him.
Yeah, luckily his dogs didn't jump out like attackers.
There's this tussle, and the guy takes a swing at the cameraman and knocks him down.
He had quite a punch though, it turns out.
Mike's still trying to get him to answer questions about how he's evaded justice for so long, but the man marches off into a nearby police station.
Then he started speaking German, complaining about me to the police, and I was shrugging my shoulders and saying, I just want asking these questions about things.
When Mike told me this bit of the story, my mouth was just hanging open. I mean, this guy's a wanted lawbreaker, and he's treating Mike like he's the criminal. The police take no action. No action against Mike, but also no action against this fugitive from justice.
Germany was hiding him, keeping him there.
Long after my coffee with Mike, I keep coming back to Peter Valaschek, the chemical dealer in Germany. It's like he thinks the laws of justice and morality don't apply to him. A decade after Mike's encounter, I felt like there's more to the story, and Mike agrees. So I start digging. The more I dig, the further from home I find myself, following a trail from Europe to Baltimore and then Baghdad, Canada and the Netherlands. What I uncover is a global game of cat and mouse, a catch me if you can.